Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, 2024 hurricane season to see more storms like Beryl, scientists says. Scientists are predicting that, based on the rapid intensification of Hurricane Beryl, the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season will see some of the worst storms yet. In an article from AP News highlighting Beryl's historic development, experts say warm conditions in the Atlantic and the Caribbean will make for a busy season. Beryl smashed multiple records even before its major hurricane-level winds approached the land. The powerful storm is acting more like monsters that form in the peak of hurricane season, thanks mostly to water temperatures as hot and hotter than the region normally gets in September, 5 hurricane experts told the Associated Press. Beryl set the record for earliest Category 4 with winds of at least 130 miles per hour or 209 kilometers per hour, the first ever Category 4 in June. It also was the earliest storm to rapidly intensify, with wind speeds jumping 63 miles per hour or 102 kilometers per hour in 24 hours, going from an unnamed depression to a Category 4 in 48 hours. According to AP News, forecasters predicted months ago it was going to be a nasty year, and now they are comparing it to recorded busy 1933 and the deadly 2005, the year of Katrina, Rita, Wilma, and Dennis. This is the type of storm that we expected this year. These outlier things that happen when and where they shouldn't, University of Miami tropical weather researcher Brian McNulty said. Not only for things to form and intensify and reach higher intensities, but increase the likelihood of rapid intensification. All of that is just coming together right now, and this won't be the last time. Atlantic waters have been unusually hot since March 2023 and record warm since April 2023. Batches said a high-pressure system that normally sets up cooling trade winds collapsed then and hasn't returned. Cops suspect guns on the move post-Beryl step up operations. The police in St. James, suspecting that persons may have been forced to move illegal weapons from their hiding places due to Hurricane Beryl, carried out an operation a day after the passage of the Category 4 storm and seized a firearm. They also took 3 people into custody. According to a report from the police, about 4:30 p.m. on July 4, they were conducting stop and search operations targeting wanted persons, persons of interest, and people who may be carrying prohibited weapons in the St. James Police Division when they stopped a Subaru motor vehicle with 3 occupants aboard. At the request of the police, the men exited the vehicle and the firearm reportedly fell from the pants of one of the men. The gun was retrieved and found to be a Browning single-action pistol with 11 live rounds affixed in the magazine. The 3 occupants of the vehicle were taken into custody pending investigations and the vehicle taken to the Mount Salem police station. According to the report, the seizure brings the number of illegal weapons taken off the streets within the St. James Police Division since the start of the year to 58. Senior Superintendent Aaron Samuels said that the police will be relentless in their effort to rid the streets of all illegal weapons, noting that they have ramped up their operations in the immediate post-hurricane period. We believe that persons would move these weapons from their hiding places because of the impact that the hurricane may have had on the various locations. So we have increased our stop and search and targeted operations within the division post-Hurricane Beryl, and we believe that we need to, as best as possible, rid the streets of these weapons, go after the wanted persons, and ensure that we create a safe environment within the St. James Division, he said. SSP Samuels thanked the members of the St. James Police Division, their partners in the military, and the JCF for contributing to the operation. We are relentless in our efforts to rid the streets of these prohibited weapons, wanted persons. We want to take persons of interest into custody whilst we investigate these matters. We believe that with this continued effort, we'll create that safer environment within the St. James Division, he said. Bullets fly during hurricane. Residents say warring factions leave them in fear. A reputed feud between shooters from two areas in the Kingston Western Police Division has left residents in fear. Residents said that the warring factions on Benty Lane, which is situated off Maxfield Avenue, and Rosetown have indicated their intention to expel their wrath on citizens. What is believed to be the first incident happened in a pre-dawn house fire, which is said to have been an act of gunmen. Benty Lane and Rosetown are at war. Shooting gone in the day on Wednesday. When rain fall, shot a fire for about half an hour straight. The same set of man them come back in the night and light the place. Them say a girl attacked to a man from across the lane, one resident of Rosetown said. When the news team visited the community on Thursday, the fear was evident on the faces of the residents. Others stayed inside their homes, while others have reportedly fled for their safety. A shooting going out on the front, on Spanish Town Road, and 4 people get shot and I think a man dead. So that caused the friction between Rosetown and Benty Lane, because them a say Benty Lane man them a do the killing. So a retaliation this now, and them say a more retaliation to come. Them say more house a go burn. Bear threat a make, the resident said further. Head of the police division, Senior Superintendent Michael Phipps, has indicated that the police are working to ensure peace. In the general areas, what we do as a part of our strategy is to first pursue perpetrators of violence across the area. At the same time, we try to get our community safety and the security branch to do intervention in whatever conflicts may exist, Phipps said. He indicated that investigations are ongoing into Thursday's attack and no motive has yet been established. We are not sure exactly what may have caused it at this time, but we are investigating. We are still investigating to establish how the fire started and if it is an act of arson, the senior policeman said. ODPEM urges caution in post-Beryl cleanup. The call came from Acting Director General of the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, Richard Thompson, in an interview with JIS News. A lot of times persons get injured when moving debris. Also, although we didn't have reports of a lot of flooding, some areas were flooded. We are reminding persons that you can get waterborne type diseases. So if you are going in water, wear winter boots, as well as to ensure you are being protected while you do your cleanup and sanitation to ensure you are safe and your family is safe, he said. Thompson said that persons living in flood-prone or low-lying areas should continue to remain vigilant. After a system has passed with a lot of rainfall activity, you are going to have high level of ground saturation, and once you have saturation and you start having rainfall again, you are going to have flooding, he pointed out. Thompson said that persons should keep abreast of the advisories from the authorities like the Meteorological Service of Jamaica and act accordingly. Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.